And this is going to be very, very interesting. So
is this the final match of the night?
Yes, this is the final match of the night. So we have Reborn's Gundam, you know, the ubiquitous god tier character of this game.
The first time we've seen Reborn's Gundam.
with Sheridan as his partner, a very interesting sniper suit, and then we've got 007 Swords, a very, very interesting front 3K, and then we have another Extreme Gundam. This time it's going to be EGOs, which instead of
literally like 4 new characters. So you want to start with 007 Swords? I actually think it'll be easier to talk about Reborns after. Like,
Let's let him look at what Reborns is doing for a couple games, and we'll talk about it.
And I think, yeah, so strat. Actually, you want to do 007 Swords, Cheridum, Agios, Reborns.
EX. Yeah. Let's do your Reborns last.
Okay.
And I think, you know, Aegios is different than Eclipse Face, but the start is kind of the same, so I think we'll, you know...
Yeah.
We're not in a rush. We've got at least 5 games to thoroughly go over what these suits are capable and see them in the hands of some very good players.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. And
I hate the art for Double O. Oh my god. Well, actually, no, I don't. I hate that art for Lock-On. It's so terrible.
So he looks like he's just so unenthused. It's like he's at like, you know, the DMV or something.
All right, so
okay, 007 Swords.
This suit is the best 1v1 suit in the game, in my opinion. This suit goes for the 1v1 and like even more than Master. This suit just straight up in a true 1v1 duel, nothing but honorable combat. This suit has it all. This suit has all its tools it needs. This suit has the guns it needs. This suit will duel you, and it'll take
your whole family.
It'll take your family from you like God of War, bro. Like, it'll be terrible.
And as you can see, you know, Lukewarm is absolutely pushing on Tom's Reborns and just.
I want to clarify to viewers that Reborns is is also an incredibly strong duelist and incredibly hard character to push it on, and yet we have 007 Swords just running in, killing.
The main advantage of Reborns is that, like, while it's a very strong duelist, it also can leave duels very easily.
That's true. And its burst is apeshit, is really loud, as we are seeing. Oh no! That's unfortunate.
I'm really excited. So, what I think is really cool about 7 Swords is that it can be used with both S and F burst. Yeah, it's
the burst is kind of ugly actually because 7 Swords got hit at a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see. If the burst is big, then it's okay. So a big thing with 007 Swords, I'm actually not too familiar with this particular.
Is that hit from above?
Oh yeah. But I'm not too familiar with the very specific tools, but the core gameplay to me is that it runs up on you and
well, I have like 8 stars on this thing, so I can explain.
Okay, talk about it.
It's very cool. So unlike most suits in this game, its main does not shoot a traditional beam. It shoots basically a mini Garobi. And that Garobi is very, very good at hitting people in close ranges. And essentially, it's like it makes you very strong in 1v1. Its second tool is its sub, which it either throws like a big set of 2 swords that track very well, or it throws 2 swords to the side that hit horizontal movement very well. And it has the Dynamis assist.
Kind of ugly burst. It's actually
oh man, what's that do it?
Really stabilized the match. She's like kind of really bad. So yeah, and now it's looking really, really bad for Jeyu.
It's looking very bad.
LukewarmHoliday, 007 Swords is a really powerful dueling character. It's just, oh my god, that was so brave. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, this is looking very, very dominant.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Oh my goodness. That challenging F-Burst Reborns in Melee, that is wild.
I mean, 7 Swords 5B, that's a button. That is a button right there. That'll be... Whew. Okay, so yeah, that was very, very good, high energy first match. A lot of fun. And man, this is, you know, once again, you know, we've got 4 very unique suits.
Alright, so let's go to Cheridum. But,
Cheridum.
I definitely think, so yeah, my thing with 007 Swords is, my perception of that character is it runs in, it forces a 1v1 situation, and in that 1v1 situation is dominant because it has tools to kind of call out movement, it has tools to call out defensive options, it has tools to check offensive options. Yeah. The only problem is that intrinsically 2 1v1s is somewhat of an unstable comp, which is what gates it from being like the ultimate top tier.
Yeah, it is. It has all the tools.
It's also not that good if it's forced to fall back on another.
It has all the tools, but the hard part is as a player utilizing all these tools.
Yeah, and it means you have to really be in there and outdueling people constantly, which is a demanding task.
So Cherudum, unlike Dynamis, is actually a sniper suit, and it really does just want to hang back and punish people's landings. It has three shots of its sniper main, and essentially the way that a sniper shot works in this game is that it has no tracking. But if you are
as like kind of this is the actual sniper. Like if we're gonna talk about like someone's like I want to play sniper like with a sniper rifle.
This is it. So Cherudum. The way snipes work in this game is that essentially the shot itself has very little guidance. It is not correct. But if you are not moving when the snipe actually comes out, you get it.
Yeah. So the idea with the snipe is that similar to the thing I was saying about Q-Blade, your safe landings become unsafe. But if you move at all, even if moving puts you in a really bad position, you will avoid the snipe. So it's kind of this, when a sniper is looking at you, there's this kind of 50-50 interaction of like, okay, will I land and get hit by the snipe, or will I fake out my landing? But what if he knows I fake out my landing and he throws the snipe? Exactly.
Then you've also got his partner to worry about. So just having Cherudum on the field forces your opponents to play differently. And if your partner is smart, he'll take advantage of that.
The weakness of this character is that even though he's very good at defending in the sense that he's good at running away and stalling, he's not very good at reversing situations.
And this is not a duelist character. He is very much.
So, while his self-defense is not like terrible like Buster's or Excellier's in my opinion, eventually his partner has to save him. He can only really buy time for himself or his partner. In my opinion, I think
he's essentially he runs away until his partner can help him out, and that's really all he can do. He's not going to be able to beat anybody.
Exactly, like defense, like Q-Blade or Strike Noir can turn around.
Strike Noir, you don't want to.
Like they turn around and break your bones, but Cherudum, if Cherudum is breaking your bones, something strange is happening. Oh, good block! Oh man, really good self-defense on the part of Cherudum.
Very good. Outplayed him burst. So,
but still, actually, you know what? I just noticed that Extreme AFCX is running F burst, which means that potentially. This is closer than a
nice snipe.
Yeah. So Skye is actually not getting a second burst. So when Skye dies, he only be protected by one hit. That's way closer than it looks. And I initially thought.
I mean, and you have to remember that Double is looking very low.
Oh wow! Okay, good snipe.
So the thing about the team that is being played, the Seven Swords team is very strong, but when it gets put into a neutral situation like this, a very slow neutral situation.
Oh no, that's so unlucky! Oh, it worked out for now.
Oh man!
Oh my god! And Pop with the save. That was so unbelievably unlucky. Holy crap! Oh, what's going on? Oh no!
That was so yeah. That team is very explosive. It's very volatile.
Insane, and that was so unlucky. Jeyu did the combo break as soon as he got hit, but unfortunately, because he hadn't been staggered yet, it didn't combo break for him. It just did the damage.
He bursted while getting hit.
Put him out, yeah.
He bursted while getting hit. That is, oh man.
That is so unfair.
Update to switch to GPO3.
All right.
Okay. We will watch Extreme. We're gonna watch EGO still.
Okay, yeah, let's watch EGO's stuff. Or I just call him Extreme Gunner. I just call him the Funnels.
Yeah, the Funnels one is a very apt description of what this suit does.
So the first form is the exact same across all three of them.
What's interesting is that I was told this, but the Pion, it's Pion Kaku 2B, the Rising Melee, has different properties on each version.
Oh no, they all actually have different properties. They all have different properties, but the moves look the same. Oh baby!
Oh baby! Oh, this is not good. He's already informed too. This is honestly. This is looking very rough.
I just realized Jay thought.
I said that.
It's been a long night. It's been a long night.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, this character is pretty. I would say this character is pretty standard, but it probably in this form probably has the best funnels in the game. Amusingly, it's the pressure from its funnels are actually better in Form 2 than Form 3.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's very amusing.
I was actually talking about like a lot, like people will say that, you know, if you're in a winning advantage, you actually just want to stick around and form 2 sometimes.
Is this actually the first traditional funnel character we've seen?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the way what funnels are and the way this character works is it sends these little remote controlled drones out and they just automatically fire after a certain amount of time. So this character, funnel type characters tend to have kind of this unique gameplay that is focused around that unique tool. And one of the things that makes this guy stand out is that his funnels teleport and just fire from like angles that are impossible to see. So defending against this guy is a nightmare because you're actually being attacked by things you cannot see. Incredible defensive sequence to escape from Reborns. Holy crap. Everyone knows the Reborns matchup, I guess. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the problem with playing the top tier character in the game is that everybody else is also playing the top tier. So, yeah, everybody knows what you do, so you better be really good at it.
True and no. Also, Extreme Gundam does have a pretty good snipe. Skye goes down, but has his break first. But uses it aggressively, trying to close the match. Oh, and it works. Nice. I'm surprised that Jeyu didn't have burst.
Yeah. I didn't check. He might have just had it in, you know, his next play. You know. Yeah, that is oof, that was a nail biter at the end there. Alright, so we are going into game 4, so we can finally look at Reborns. Let's do it.
Reborns Gundam.
Reborns Gundam.
King of the game. The undisputed
king of Gundam Extreme versus Maxiboost ON.
This character is limited only. This character is limited only by the talent and the skill of the player. This character can do it all. He can do offense. He can do defense. He can do it all, like straight up. He can do melee. He can do shooting. The only thing is that he's kind of hard. So like, he's kind of hard. He has a simple game plan, and his tools are powerful, but like the usage of them is straightforward. So you have to be good at the game. Like, there's no way around it. You have to be good at the game. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shortcuts. You can have the sickest Reborn sequences in the galaxy. If you don't know how to play Gundam, you're not gonna hit him.
Or unless you're playing him in the melee characters, in which case you just kind of forgot it.
Yeah.
But like, besides the point. That's the point.
Anyway, so this character, his signature move is that he flips between his 2 forms, Reborn's Gundam and Reborn's Cannon.
He is a stance character. He's a good way to describe it. He has his regular form, Gundam form, which is just, you know, that's just how he plays the game. And then he has Reborn's Cannon, which he enters to put out certain powerful moves. But then he exits it really quickly because it's done.
Yes.
And
it has no mobility, so essentially the way it works is he flips, he tries to fire as much as possible, and then he flips right back out.
Queen double.
What's he gonna do with this burst? Let's see.
So, big thing with Reborns too is that ideally he plays relatively slowly. He has kind of an in and out gameplay. He goes in, sends these funnels. You see those little orange fences that he fires? He basically sends those out, and then he just like goes in when he has the advantage. And when he's doesn't have the advantage, he uses his incredible self-defense to protect himself. Wow, the assist snipe calling backwards flip out, incredible actually. And oh no, flips into the fence. Unfortunate. But definitely Reborn has it all. You can do it if you understand. But we also the other thing with Reborn too is that actually his playing fast, in my opinion, is you really have to like go crazy to play fast.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that essentially the tempo with Reborns is that when his sub weapon.
Oh my god, this is? Oh, good block.
Nice block.
Oh, and he's able to burst into the block. The only path to victory, in my opinion, at this point, is double killing, double assist.
Yeah, they have to do it.
Like, there's no way. Oh, good presence of mind to have like a big Garo, but to swap to make sure you're not about to get killed.
I think it's.
Oh no! Oh no, this is pretty ugly. Oh, good defensive sequence.
Oh
no! That was so unlucky because Pomp actually kind of won the interaction. But the beam missed over the top of Extreme Gundam, and he wasn't able, and then he got punished on his landing. That is so messed up. My goodness.
It's truly a Mario Party situation right there.
We haven't even talked about Gaga's because it's not even coming to play.
Yeah, it's not. It hasn't happened. This character is so cheap and has so many cheap things that you can't be like, oh yeah, he is that. Okay, so we are gonna back to Sheridan. Okay, so all right, what are we watching? I want to watch Bello a little more.
We haven't seen. Oh, back to Sharon. Yeah. Okay, let's watch it more.
Yeah, so we are back to Gundam 007 Swords.
Double 7 swords. I want to. You were mostly explaining it, so.
Yeah, we're just playing with it, so we can more focus on the decision making.
Now we know the game plan. Like, yeah, you gotta pop up.
Yeah, you gotta pop off. This is like a 1v1. I'm gonna get him dual character. So.
Oh, there's Gagas. So we didn't talk about it, but we can talk about it now. Basically, Reborns probably has the best assist in the game. He calls 3 guys, they instantly appear, and if and whatever they touch, they explode. Basically, what that means is that not only can you not run Okizemi on him, but if he goes to melee you can always cancel into that assist and win the interaction. So he's not only an incredibly powerful shooty suit. His melee presence cannot be understated because of the power stuff. Oh, and that's a perfect example of the 007 Swords 1v1 power. It threw out the sub daggers, and that actually calls out that left and right movement, which is the primary way.
Yeah. When you have to be very careful about how you move, because so the other thing is that its neutral sub has insane tracking, so you really have to. I wouldn't say you have to guess, but you have to kind of like be like, okay, well, do I want to avoid the sub that tracks, or do I want to avoid the one that's going to catch my whole down?
A good presence of mind of Pompadude to flip out of the way to avoid the. Oh no, runs into the sword. That's pretty good. Okay, and so 007 Swords keeping their distance from Pompadude, because obviously if you stand over Reborn's on like that, he's just gonna call Gagas.
Yeah,
like,
he's just gonna call Gagas.
If you think you got in on him, he can call Gagas, and they're so huge and they move forward and they explode. So like it's a really difficult solution.
Right now, Skye he's not very healthy. So I think the transition to back. I think the transition to back has already happened.
Yeah, though Skye is holding the burst for the combo break on last life, which is
no, he's bursting. He's bursting right now. He's bursting right now.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I think that resource. This could be a match they lose on resources, but I mean,
it's not
as soon as the burst of 007 Swords runs out, I think that is good.
Yeah, that was definitely resources there.
That match was resources. Like actually, it was looking really good for a while, but
it was. Okay. So.
Just another match that shows the importance of resource management. You can outplay all you want, but if your resource,
I mean, it doesn't matter how nice you are when I have more boost than you.
Exactly. Like it doesn't matter how nice you are, but if you kind of misplay your resource management, there is no path to victory. It is no longer your game to win; it is your opponent's game to throw. That is how I like to describe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh baby.
Yeah, winning, being smart on your macro and your micro is how you win this game. So, we're gonna watch Sheridan again.
Young Sheridan. Since we did spend the last match explaining like what a snipe is, and now
we did not actually get to talk about Jeyu's ability to play Sheridan. We were just kind of like, ooh. Yeah, so good old Sheridan Gundam. Let's see what Jeyu's doing in this match. So okay, so it looks like
Skye's going right for Sheridan, which I would argue.
Hey, you want to lock down Sheridan, because even though Form 1 Extreme isn't very strong, you can still make Sheridan look bad, right? So,
the idea is that you want to. Well, the effect is twofold, because on one hand you want to be on Sheridan to stop Sheridan from doing stuff. On the other hand, you want to be on Sheridan because it opens up 007 Swords.
Yeah, you want 7 Swords to have that sick, nasty monkey one.
Exactly. Which is going to be. Oh wow, pretty clean.
Yeah, very smart defensive play from Jeyu here. He is just.
Say that Jeyu is playing so incredibly well right now, because Jeyu, you might have noticed that Jeyu is basically barely ever shooting, because Jeyu is prioritizing protecting his own HP on his first play.
Yes.
That is the ideal thing you want to do.
So the biggest thing about Gundam and playing properly is that there are times that you need to understand that you need to not be making offensive commitments. And especially as a back player, like the number one mistake that a lot of back players make is that they feel the need to be doing too much.
Yes, 100%. The number one thing back players play is they feel like they gotta do stuff. But in reality, a lot of the time, you just want to let your front 2v1 and you just don't die. Like, as long as you don't die and get like punishes that are obvious, like you are contributing and you're.
If you can get safe punishes, so the thing is that if your front dies first, and neither of them have died yet, but their back has a
man, what happened? Was that like a that was like I didn't even see what hit him. It was like some double some sword and something. I'm like.
Yeah.
That was wild. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So this match is.
I mean, like I said, so remember that Jeyu is very healthy, whereas Skye is not. So at the very, like I'm saying,
I also think that because Skye is running aggressive on 2.5K, there is a layer of instability in the comp, so we'll see what happens when Skye's burst is kind of the crux, like what I would say is kind of holding these matches together. Jeyu gets a perfect half.
Oh man, oh, he's got a perfect half. I really want to see how he spends it. Like this is actually
honestly, my expectation is he's just gonna do it to reload like right now.
Nice. Oh man, this is Jeyu. This is actually so sick. Like here, this is textbook back play.
This is really incredible Sheridan play. I gotta say, like Jeyu's really making it happen. Like this is like what I want to see when I have a Sheridan partner. Like I just want this guy to be AFK in the back doing nothing. I just want him to be AFK in the back doing nothing, and when someone is punishable, you shoot them. Like, you know, that's all I want. I don't even care. I don't care if you just do anything. Legit. Okay, no, in this situation. Okay, I was gonna say Sheridan needs to be playing up a little bit more, but that.
No. Okay. This is. Oh my God.
The real thing is. Ooh, this could be sick. So Sheridan now just has to go in. Oh no! Gets killed right. Oh no! And now the partner is in double lock. Oh, but somehow Pump gets the count. Oh, and that's it. I was gonna say Pump really made the. Is that it?
Is it? I think. Is that 5? Is that 5? I'm sorry. I think that's 5. I think that's 5. I think that's 5-1, right? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, that's 5-1. It's 5-1. That was really wild because I really think Pump made the impossible possible by surviving in double lock for more than 1 second against 007 swords and S-burst with the partner also locked onto him with no partner of his own, and then somehow he just got hit by something random.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so those were, you know, we had 6 incredible matches. We saw like so many different suits, a lot of different play styles, a lot of different, you know, everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was really great. I definitely feel like every time there's a Gundam event, people just come out and they play this like really interesting stuff, and we see all these weird characters, and we see all these different, like even like macro strategy, even the way two people play the same character differently. I think it's like so like, oh my God, it's so cool. So I'm so glad. Thanks.
Like, there's so much room for player expression in this game where you can really. There's no like perfect way to play any suit. You'll always see variants, even at the highest level.
I feel that so strongly. There's so much player expression in this game. There's so much like, if you want to play a character, even if everyone's playing that character, you can play that character. You can own how that character.
You can own, and I mean I think it's so funny when people like ask for advice on this game, like, oh, you know, don't do that, don't do X, Y. I'm like, well, I mean, I've seen this really good player do that, and other people are like, well, I mean, this other really good player doesn't do that. I'm like, that's the great thing about this game.
Really amazing, man. Like in this game, like, oh my God, thanks so much for everyone for coming to play. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Like, Gundam's amazing, man. Like,
like you can, like, we really, like, you can't fake that. You can't fake